Hi everybody. So let's take a look at factoring. This is kind of a big thing happening currently in my Math 1010 class. So I'm going to show you guys a different way to factor. They do show you the trial and error method and the AC method in the textbooks, and there's some other methods, synthetic factoring. There's a whole bunch of different ways to factor. In my experience, there is one way that's a little faster than all the others. I call it the Song method after a colleague of mine, Jae Song. His students, they like to win factoring bees on a regular basis at Utah Valley University, and his students usually take first, second, third, fourth, and fifth place. I asked him a secret, and he shared it to me. Now I'm sharing it with you. So let's take a look at this first trinomial, and this is going to be strictly for trinomials, okay? You've got binomials, sum, difference of cubes, difference of squares. Those factor differently. Greatest common factor, that's the first thing you always want to do when you factor. Four terms, a lot of times you want to look at grouping and things like that. But with trinomials, that's what I'm focusing on today. So what you do with this approach is you take this 6x squared plus 7x minus 20, the 6. Start with factors that are really close together, okay? We'll start with 3 and 2. And we'll look at factors that are close together for the 20, 5 and 4. Make a little x, and by the way, since that last term's negative, one of these guys needs to be negative. Now, with this x, what that's telling me is I'm going to multiply across a diagonal. So 3 times a negative 4 is a negative 12. 2 times 5 is 10. And then you add. You get negative 2. Now, that negative 2 should be matching up to this number. So obviously, I don't have it right. So there is a little bit of trial and error involved here. So I'll put the 5 up here and the 4 down here. Excuse me, the 4 up here and the 5 down here. And I'll make another go. 3 times negative 5 is a negative 15. 2 times 4 is 8. Add them up, you get a negative 7. So I'm really, really close. I'm just missing the sign. I got negative 7 here. I need a positive 7. So that's just telling me to change my signs there and there. And that makes this guy positive. So as it turns out, those are my factors. 3x minus 4. And 2x plus 5. I show this approach to my students, my in-class students, and usually they do really, really well afterwards. And they really like this approach. So let's try this one more time with 35x squared minus 29x plus 6. A little bit of a different scenario this time. My last term, my constant term, it's not a negative, it's a positive. And my middle term this time is negative. So what that tells me is my factors, well, let's start. 35, I got 7 and 5. Factors close together. For 6, I'm going to go with 2 and 3. And these two guys, since this middle term is negative, these two guys need to be negative. Let's see if I've got the right combination. 7 times negative 3 is a negative 21. 5 times negative 2 is a negative 10. And look at that, I got it. Actually, no, I don't have it right. I got negative 31. So obviously, I don't have that right. When you switch these guys around, I'll put the 3 on top and the 2 on bottom. 7 times negative 2 is a negative 14. 5 times negative 3 is a negative 15. Add them together, you get negative 29. These guys match up, so boom. 7x minus 3 and 5x minus 2 are your factors. It's that fast and that easy. I hope this works for you as you do your factoring.